with the Bears becoming 10 since 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Under center will be the Southern California native standing at 6'4", Sam Darnold.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise, and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
It's a gain of 2.
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Here's Williams. Pass to the right side, caught by Morgan. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all in, touchdown, Sam. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they think are better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Oh,
there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
That's good for the Bears. First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Williams. There's a short one caught by Lovely. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Throwing is Williams. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
To throw once more, here's Williams. And he is caught. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
To the air, Williams. And this is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
24-yard line.
Pass caught by Burden. And just 3 yards on the catch there. Couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw, Williams. No way to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
An 8-yard loss.
They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Looking to put a drive together. Faking the give, Darnold. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
For any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Now inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, 58 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit. And then you kind of can see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
That's good.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver. And it's good yardage and a first down to open the drive.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
And this might be the one to build on right here. It's the second quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Williams. He's got him back in the crossing route. That's Moore. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
7-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with the Rutgers man, Kyle Monungai. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding her to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll get him a bit closer. closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
The 2-yard line.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
Third and goal.
Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line.
Taken down right
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll go. Here's Williams. He'll try to do it himself. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And Darnold's going to be taken down to the end zone. He couldn't get away, and it's a safety.
The goal was to score just before the break, but I'm not sure that the safety was how they expected to do it. But give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A 9-yard loss.
Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
18-yard line.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try to cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. So they get nothing out of that play, and it's second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open man down the field. That's Burden. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 35.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears are back within a score. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they will score. Pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get it next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Highly contested in the 3rd quarter. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going to go. It's Darnold. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Gain of 12. And the Seahawks 1st down.
Go set.
Here's Darnold. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 9. At the Bears, 45
Darnold down to throw.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, They're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Pressure, and he's taken down. The Bears save. Dominique Robinson gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
He's looking sharp here so far in the third quarter, Charles.
It appears that the halftime gave a little bounce. You know, came out, springing his legs, a little pep in his step, and he's taken off and running really well in the third quarter.
Sometimes we talk about how guys don't want halftime to come, but some guys are happy when that break gets there.
You never know which way it's going to go. He's taking advantage of it in this one now.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Here's Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Ernest Jones, his 2nd sack of the night. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Working to put a drive together. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Poor throw there, and it's intercepted. And they will score. Pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they run into every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal? In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
The Seahawks take over.
The Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Darnold. Under pressure, and down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold gets this complete to Shaheed. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He completes this to Walker. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Again, Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Darnold. Touchdown! A.J. Barner. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt.
The Seahawks.
They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th.
Seahawks 21. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Bears take over.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Complete to Zacchaeus. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout. Defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And goal at the 2-yard line.
And that will get the off target and incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Touchdown Bears! Luther Burden, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will add to their 5th quarter lead. They get one more as the extra points up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone, where they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. So now Darnold and the Seahawks down by 9. Just over a minute 40 to play. How will this thing pan out? Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Seahawks
Darnold
first down.
setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now Darnold.
And his throw here is incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Here's Darnold.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
And they will score. Pick 6 for the Bears. Touchdown.
Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Darnold to throw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10.
What is
at
going
the
on?
47-yard line.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.